Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of my everyday encounter in living as an Aspie. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about the positives of being an Aspie, or as it may read on the intro there, blessing or curse of being an Aspie. Many people, however, that I've come and meet may think that it's all doom and gloom of being an Aspie. But in all honesty, in my experience of being an Aspie myself, pretty much, it's not doom and gloom. We are different, yes, but in all honesty, I find it an exciting and challenging way of being different, and that no matter what the outcome, that pretty much, yes, we are all different and should be just treated as equals. Right, let's begin. Number one of being an Aspie, pretty much, we may see possible solutions or outcomes of that problem, so to speak, differently to the neurotypical people, or shall I say the normal people out there, outside the box. Meaning, in this aspect, is that, with us Aspies, we are wired differently in our brain set, hence the lateral thinking versus the ordinary thinking can clash between us, and some of us, as some people have noticed with me, overanalyze certain situations, but that doesn't matter in my case, because I like to problem solve and actually try to fix whatever I can at that given moment of time, if I can. Number two, Aspies has the ability to focus on a given topic or a particular interest that they love, regardless what it is. With me, it's like pretty much science in the health realm versus any other everyday science, so to speak. Also, another one for me, however, is pretty much writing my own thoughts and poems. Many people have come in my life saying to me, Karen, you've written so deep. What are you trying to get the message across? Yes, I know that my messages or as I've learnt, my writing is deep in that, but that's my way of expressing my feelings and emotions. Inside there is a hidden message, but how you'll interpret the message pretty much will be probably different to me, but then again, hopefully it doesn't cause too much conflict and then, but I'm just going to accept pretty much our differences and just hopefully at that end of time make ends meet, so to speak, as I said before, just to try and fit in each other's shoes, and hopefully we can, get on fine and be aware of the differences. Also, on this note of the pretty much on that number two, pretty much of that ability to focus on that given topic, we are obviously fully focused, and that we focus on one thing at a time, be it like doing a science experiment, be it, as I said before, me writing my thoughts or poems or what have you that comes about, so to speak. With that task and activity, however, when we focus on it, I've learnt pretty much we can be maybe slower than others or faster than others, depending. Also, we can get the more task done more efficiently, productively, and pretty much that no matter what, we will ace it. However, pretty much gain a high performance rate, pretty much of success in the long run, which obviously success is important along the way of certain failures that we learn, of our mistakes, so to speak. Number three, when doing repetitive tasks, be it, getting up in the mornings, brushing our teeth, coming out here, or going out of business, however, pretty much in this case and age, me typically being an Aspie, yes, it's good to do things repetitively, because then when I do things repetitively, obviously that will give me the sense of worth, saying yes, I'm doing something that is pretty much based on my tasks and routines, so to speak, because everything needs to be based on a routine for me. But as I said, pretty much more on this later, based on more of me, so to speak, of the traits that you might want to know, or possible solutions that pretty much will, come about, and how I deal with them, so to speak. Maybe just a bit of a general advice, so to speak. I've learned also, when doing a task repetitively, we go well at it, regardless of what it is. As I said, most of us Aspies gives our all. Despite that, yes, it can be draining for us to a point that no matter how hard we work on that particular one topic or task at that hand, it means that as said before, that we need to sometimes maybe layer it off a bit and maybe focus on something else as well. But I do basically at least 1 to 2 tasks at a time. If I can't do one, go focus on another and then come back to that other task that was given to me, stated by my co-workers or just myself when I used to study, so to speak, in schools and whatnot. Then again, who knows. Number 4, I connect in a way, in a spiritual sense, pretty much with certain harmonic sounds around us, hence it be, connecting with nature, the birds and the bees, or just me with my music going in the background, hence opera music, or basically some sort of music that will calm me down to a sense of no return. This keeps me at peace and relaxed, but there's other ways to keep me relaxed and focused on that topic, or just when I want to have my time out, so to speak. It's important for me basically that I can find a peaceful moment for myself, so to speak, which leads on to number 5. Having time out for myself is really important, especially when I have been socializing in large groups or just one-on-one with theirs. 9 times out of 10 I feel that I get overwhelmed, and then when I get too overwhelmed, sometimes it leads to my social anxieties, panic attacks and what have you, even if certain situation arises that, to some problems that leads me to have these panic attacks. It means I'll have to take a step back, deep breath, count 1 to 10, and then hopefully if I'm still calm at that given moment of that situation, I'll return back to where I was of that particular task that was given to me by a co-worker, or even if it was something that I was studying with, so to speak. And in all aspects of this, pretty much, it's called, like, to me, a social energy recharge, so to speak. But I'll define that later on, hopefully, when it comes to the next channel over of what I want to discuss about that. Okay, number 6, we all have a special interest at heart, regardless if it's art, music, writing thoughts down, like I said, poetry, the works. And with those particular interests, I've learnt that pretty much, with me, when I find something that I love, hence the health science realm, pretty much I get so excited that, I want to learn more, like anyone else. And pretty much that, imagine certain being in that person's shoes, maybe, as said before, number 1, to find that solution if that was a problem, so to speak. And if there was problems, I'll say this now, pretty much, I have steps to go through with that. Many people think I may not be imaginative, however, when it comes to this, hence my creative writing or writing in general. Hence what I said before about many people think I write too long or speak too long or whatever. But at that given moment in time, I have those hidden messages. As I said also in my last videos over somewhere, that us Aspies have hidden gifts and talents, regardless of what it is. Some of us may want to shine it out to others to make it an awareness and, safety net for you guys to accept us into your guys' circle. Even though, as I feel sometimes, which I don't mean to think sometimes, but I feel that some people may think that us Aspies are threats. I don't know, I could be wrong, but bear with me what I say to this. You can be the judge of that and, reply to me on your thoughts later if need be. Us Aspies too, in number 8, we are loyal, kind, caring and supportive, regardless what the situation at hand is thrown at us. If we were with you guys and you came to us with a problem, sort of thing, we will be there through the end of time, of that bad time. I believe that we should be there through the good and the bad of those particular situation that arises. Many people I have come in my life tends to pretty much just stick by me through the bad times, or good times, shall we say. Some of them say to me, we should be looking at the good times more than the bad times that we've been through. Yeah, it can be true, and it's given right that we should be. But to me also, in all honesty, we should be there for the bad as well as the good, because obviously the bad pretty much do teach us to an extent of learning through those mistakes of those bad situations we've been through, to pretty much hopefully move on to the next step in life, regardless what it might be, So many people tend to think I go with the wrong way about it, so to speak. But again, take me or leave me, accept me for who I am, and this is me here. Okay. Also, I want to add this in number 8. Despite these values and morals that are gone, as I said before, these values and morals will be discussed later on in one of my chapters of the book. That the main thing for me is loyalty. I am a loyal person. Hence, many people know that. But with the loyalty comes at a cost, as well as it backfiring on me. Pretty much, as I'm the type of Aspie, I don't know with any other Aspies out there that are watching my channel or what have you, you can vouch for this or not. Pretty much that I feel that I have to fix something that has been broken or something that needs to be fixed, regardless of a particular problem or situation at hand that I face before I can move on. I am not a quitter in some places of certain situations that may come up. Yes, I might give up to a point thinking enough is enough. As I said before, if it gets too overwhelming, I need time out for me. Sometimes I feel that pretty much many people may think that, besides me being loyal and all that, that I need to take off that Mrs. Fix-It hat, because all in all honesty, with me in my world, I have many different hats pretty much while being an Aspie, so to speak, which, be it Mrs. Fix-It, be it, being patient, be it Miss Loyalty, I want to talk to, or counsellor, so to speak. Many people has come to me for their problems, and as I said to them, it's up to them how they're going to accept what I, say based on my experiences. As I've mentioned, that many experiences are different, but, it could be similar to an extent that you hopefully maybe you guys will accept what I have to say. Many people, however, in number 9 is thinking that Aspies ain't loving people, and we don't show it in that loving way. Well, to me, us Aspies can be loving, even though some of us don't want to be cuddled or hugged or kissed, what have you. But there are other ways to show our love and affection towards the other person. That's if we are in a particular relationship, be it like with small gestures, we might, go out our way by making a meal for someone to show that appreciation of that person, be it, like I said, if we're dating or not, so to speak. With me, I've been trying to show my appreciation to others, and, sometimes many people may think I do it in the wrong way, but again, as I said before in one of my videos, if I do go the wrong way with certain things, let me know. Either that, or if you don't want me around, as the saying goes, when you're in that mood zone, that you don't want to be talking about a particular problem, to fuck off, leave you alone. Do it in a nice, probably possible manner, and yeah, I'll understand that, but yes, sometimes I know for a fact many people come for a reason, a season of time in our journey, and they come to test us, build us up, tear us down, and what have you. But at the end of the day, as I said to myself, that, we are all different, accept our differences, so to speak. Number 10. This is a funny one. Sometimes we can be knowledgeable to share our experiences, hence what I said before, or even our thoughts based on those experiences. In other words, many people may think we're not empathetic people, as Aspies. I am empathetic to the point, yes. I keep to myself sometimes, yes, as said before, but now I'm starting to try and shine out and, show out my real deal, regardless of what I go through in my Aspie world. And that, I have learnt now, despite that there is a right and wrong time to speak, and that I have to learn right now also to speak out my thoughts, because obviously I have been putting my thoughts and feelings on the back shelf, so to speak. Sometimes I feel that I can't show my emotions. I know some people think, oh, like, yeah, okay, I feel like I'm acting like a tomboy like I used to, not showing my feelings and emotions like most males do, hence, I'll say this to the males out there that's maybe watching or Aspie wise, it's afraid to show your emotions, because obviously it shows that you're caring and thoughtful, and also shows that you are protective of what's maybe in front of you. Hence, if you were in a relationship, particular female that you love and adored. Number 11. The last one. We are good communicators. Okay, hence what I said before, that will round up pretty much one, and that whatever particular situation that you guys in, we can give you possible solutions to that problem that is raised up in that given time. Regardless of that, also being good communicators to us, we see things in a different world. Like I said also, that us Aspie brains are wired differently. We may see black and white with certain things, but at the end of the day, regardless what it is, we can still see maybe some things in your guys' world that may work, so to speak. Well, ends my positives of being an Aspie, even though there's more that I would like to share, but I'm just trying to shorten my videos as someone has commented on one of my videos to try and keep it short. Kieran, remember some key things. Thank you to that advice, and hopefully I am trying to build it in. Be you, be yourself, be true to yourself, however, and love yourself and respect yourself. And you know, you never know, you might find who your girlfriends are. Thanks for listening, you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.